It's late, I'm all alone, it's Monday night. You know what time it is. It's your Dynasty Fantasy Football Recap. Week 8 edition, folks. Yes, Week 8. That means we are 8 weeks into our fantasy football season. And, well, it's pretty much down to the nitty-gritty. Top 8 teams make it to the playoffs. And now this is the time where we find out how much I missed the playoffs by. And let's just say, I don't like where this podcast is going because it's just me talking to myself to a camera. And it's really weird. But I'm going to do my best because I'm all alone right now. I have no special guest this week. I have no co-host this week. I feel so alone forever. Moving on. As somebody would usually say, roll those highlights. We're going to go straight into Game 1, which featured yours truly, the commish, at Mateo83, and my Velociraptors taking on second place team Joe's, trolling at your expense. It's always a good game between me and Joe. We like to go back and forth, and this season around, there wasn't too much smack talking, which actually kind of surprised me. Usually we go, pretty hard at it. Pretty hard. It was a wild one with big showings for me, from Matt Ryan, Julio Jones, Jason Witten, and the New York Giants defense, which pretty much saved me. And believe it or not, I win. I win big, 107-97. Joe gets no help from Antonio Gates again. I think we went over this a couple of weeks back and made a question whether or not if he should play Antonio Gates. And the question is, I always think from now on, no. Also, no shows Vincent Jackson and Reggie Bush. So maybe next time, maybe they'll recover and you'll get a win, Joe. Don't worry about it. No hard feelings. I'm glad I get a win. That's 2 wins, and I said I would get 3 by the end of the season. So hopefully I get 1 more. Game 2 had Bravos football taking on Gabe Swiftly Taylor. And as Gabe so kindly reminded me all day Sunday, there was going to be a lot of teams at 4-4. And he's going to be one of them. Bravo had Doug Martin, and that pretty much sealed the deal for him grabbing the win as Gabe eats his feelings, 97-71. Game 3 featured Rocky's Rocka Flocka, who just recently changed his name. You might have known him as, what was his last team name? The Dammit. He was Team Dammit, that's right. Rocka Flocka taking on Luis's Ben Green Chili Cheeseburger in a low-scoring shootout. Is there such a thing? Kind of sad, but yes, I really had no idea what both these teams were doing. Luis had 3 players on the inactive list still on his roster, and Rocky had left an open roster spot. So it was actually hard to watch and comprehend what was happening in this fantasy football game. But Rocky actually gets the win, another win actually, moving his way back up to the standings with 75-62. Pretty low scoring and pretty pathetic. Come on, guys. Game 4 had Perennial Purge, Jermo's Hot City Wampas, taking on Richard's Vegetarians. Jermo had another disappointing week, while Richards got a big scoring outburst from Bob Gronkowski, who had another big week. I think Rob the Gronk had at least 26 fantasy points. Big win there, 92-64. And in our last game, we saw the league's 2 hottest teams going head-to-head this week. Freddie riding high in a 4-game winning streak, going up against Alex's 6-game winning streak. It was the Corn on the Colts taking on Blackbeard's Delight. And in the highest scoring affair, it turned out to be more salt in the wound for Alex, who just had a bad weekend overall. The Cowboys lost, you lose, Ryback lost last night at Hell in a Cell. Sorry, Alex. I know how much you were looking forward to Ryback winning. And as somebody would say that you would know, sorry about your damn luck. You'll get it. And when you can say it, I'll say beer and you'll say money. Alex, good try. I'm sure you'll come back next week. I'm pretty sure you're still going to be at the top of the standings, so don't worry about that. Freddie gets the win, 123-97. Enough scores, right? Let's hand out some Week 8 awards. Green Elite. Well, it looks like your birthday week is over, Luis. You had a low score of 62 this week, so that pretty much sealed the deal for you. Add that to your mantle. Shocker, the week has to go to me. Who would honestly think I would take out one of the top teams in the league? So congratulations to myself. I feel very proud of myself. And another Player of the Week award goes to Freddie and his team, Blackbeard's Delight. Congratulations there, Freddie. You were supposed to be here last week and you never showed. Which leads me to the next segment. We're going to go over questions for the commish, which I didn't receive any, but that's fine. I also want to bring up the point that I've had like 3 people cancel out on me as far as wanting to be on the recap and just no showing. I'm not going to say names, but you know who you are. And let's just say, if you want to be on the show and you're not even part of the league, just let me know. I'm desperate for anything. and I'll put anything on as long as it's YouTube airable. So that's it for now, Fantasy Freaks. Week 8 is done, so don't hate. There's not much left to debate, and if you're out of the top 8, you might as well just stay at home and masturbate. Don't forget to follow me, the commish, on Twitter at Mateo83. Don't forget to give me the thumbs up, subscribe to the YouTube page. You got a question for the commish? Leave it down here in the comments section. You can also tweet it to me at Mateo83 on Twitter. Suggestions for the show, I'm also open to ideas. Each week in my mind, the recap gets better. Maybe not in yours, but in mine. And it really is because of you guys, and you help me out. So thanks for all the views. And even if you're not in the league, but just like watching me make a fool of myself, feel free to participate. Questions, suggestions for the show. I will do anything except for maybe sing and dance, but I'm not opposed to that. So set those teams, pick those picks, and I'll see you right here next week on the recap. On the recap. Recapping caps.